Google released an absolute mind-blowing update to Gemini 2.5 Pro, and its ability to code has absolutely skyrocketed. And in this video, we're going to test it out by having it code 5 different games. So you can see here on their blog, build rich interactive web apps with an updated Gemini 2.5 Pro. And for those who are unaware, Google I/O is actually coming up in the near future in a few weeks, but they're calling this the I/O edition. So it's an updated version of Gemini Pro, and they have this little sample here. So they gave it a prompt that said, transform this image into a code-based representation of its natural behavior. They go on to talk about how it's taken the leaderboards at Ella Marina. If we come to Ella Marina, we can actually see Gemini has a 37-point lead overall, but we can actually go to just coding, and you can see its lead is even bigger. It's a pretty substantial lead. So how well does it code? That's the real question. Let's try to code some games. I want to start keeping track of single prompt game development using these different large language models. On the Franklin A website, where I have tools, news, videos, so on and so forth, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's this thing now called code test, and you can actually click it, and it's going to load these different prompts that I use to test out in my videos, and this is what I'm going to try using going forward. So if we pick Minecraft, for example, I've done this in the past. I've used this exact prompt in a past video. I've gone ahead and pulled the code that it generated that I had saved at the time, and I have it for each version. Now you can go back in time and you can see what code generated for each version in time. So you can see the old version of Gemini 2.5 Pro, or maybe you want to see Claude 3.7 Sonnet. And if you go to preview, it is the actual preview of whatever it coded. So if you guys remember, this was on the Minecraft video when I was using Gemini to vibe code Minecraft. So now you can actually interact and see all of these tests. So in this video here, we're going to update this, and we're going to try these 5 new tests. So we're going to make Minecraft, Subway Surfers, but with cars, Sonic, GTA, and Angry Birds. And before I forget, please subscribe, because it takes just a moment of your time. It's completely free, and I will keep you up to date with the latest and greatest AI content. So let's get coding. For this test, we're going to be using AI Studio. We are going to make sure we have this model selected, which is the newest version, and we're going to put in our Minecraft prompt. Let's start with that one, and we're going to hit enter. So whenever it's done, here we go. We can hit copy to clipboard. We're going to come to our VS Code. We're going to paste and save our code. We are going to open. And here is our new version of Minecraft. So the world is infinite. I don't know if this is better than what it did before on the old version, because there's like the floor is glitchy. If you guys watch the Minecraft video, you will know what I'm talking about, how it had this error and it took a while to prompt it to get rid of it. I can delete blocks, and I think I can place them too, but I just can't see it really because of how it is. I will say that in terms of functionality, this does work better than the original one, the old Gemini 2.5 Pro, because this is faster. So it works a lot quicker, it's smoother. So this is still a single prompt, which is still a pretty amazing result given what the other models returned back to me when I tried them last. And as more models update, I will continue to try to keep the website as up to date as possible, so you guys can always see what model is the best at that given prompt at the given time. On to our next one. We are going to make Subway Surfers, but with cars. So this is what Gemini 2.5 Flash made, and you can kind of see what it looks like. There are these funky looking clouds. There's things you have to avoid, but as you can see, sometimes you can't actually avoid them. It's almost impossible. So there's this game here, and it's okay. The map, I told it to like bend around, and you can see it's trying, and it doesn't do a very good job because you can kind of go over. So nonetheless, it's not bad. This is, again, a single prompt, which we have here. So we're going to go copy. We're going to come back here, new chat, paste, and let's see what we get. And let's go back here and refresh. Here's our epic 3D car runner. Navigate an endless road. So we actually have a nice screen, and here is our endless road. How do we, oh, okay. All right. So the car looks pretty good. Here are the obstacles, and wow, the road just turned and we went for a ride. I don't know if this is better, I gotta say. I don't see the track anymore. Our car is floating, so we got that going for us. We got the clouds in the background. Not exactly sure. I want to refresh it. I want to see if we can do this one more time. Let's just stay in the middle and just stay calm. Okay, let's not move. The clouds do have shadows, which is kind of cool. So I'm not moving. Actually, I want to hit the barrier. I want to hit the red thing. Let's see what happens. And it just bounces us, like, off the map. Okay, so a little buggy. I'm just curious. And we're not cheating or anything, but there's no console bugs. So, kind of fascinating. Well, now it's in our history. Now you can play the exact version of the game that I just made. And it's here. And you can see the code that it made. And you can see the history of how it progresses. We have a very simple prompt here. Can you make me a simple Sonic 1 inspired game? For now, just use simple blocks. So we can copy that prompt. I'm just going to actually have it start running because it does take some time. So we're going to hit run, and then we're going to come back here, and we can see the code of the 2.0 Flash version I did a few weeks ago. And then we can see a preview, so we can click to interact. And I don't think it loaded properly. Let's just do a quick refresh. Here we go. So here is the Sonic game that it made from a few weeks ago. So we can jump, we can collect coins, and yeah, this is the Sonic. So we have a ring, which doesn't do a whole lot, and apparently we have to get over the hump. All right, we're here now. What do we do? Yeah, the map is over. So this is its Sonic version. So let's see what Gemini 2.5 Pro comes up with. We have our Sonic game made. Let's see what it looks like. So here, let's refresh, and wow. Okay, so this is pretty wild. This is a substantial difference, and this is wildly impressive. I want to try this prompt in other large language models to see what it comes back with. Like, how good will it do in comparison to this? This is pretty solid in comparison to what I showed you before. So pretty impressed. At some point I will update the site with the other model so you can see what it generates, but not bad. I know you're super excited to play this game, so it's here. All right, on to the next one. Let's do Angry Birds. There is no results. We have not tried this one yet. I really want to see how this works. Create a single file, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Angry Birds inspired game. I want it to have a menu screen, a level selector, and 10 levels. So let's run it. It's Angry Bird time. Woo! All right, here we go. Angry shapes. I like it. Inspired by Angry Birds. It even tells you down here. So we can hit play. We have our menus. I guess these are locked until we beat level 1. So let's try level 1. And what happened? I guess. Ooh, okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, let's retry. Listen, I didn't know there's birds on the top left. So this is actually playable. This is a lot cooler than I thought. So we have one bird left. Boom, we did it. All right, next level. Okay, can we hit that thing and hit him? Oh, almost. Okay, okay. The physics are pretty good. All right, next. So now we have to beat 2 of them. Ooh, okay, I like the bounce. Done. All right, let's go back to level select for a sec. Okay, this actually works pretty well. I'm impressed. Now, let's see. Can we get both? Okay, maybe not. So it has made Angry Birds, and I just want to quickly try to do all the levels just to see if it is playable. This is actually pretty fun. How do we get this one? What's the... Does it bounce off the wall? Do I have to destroy this wall? No, it just... There's no way... Oh, okay, hold on. Well, let's retry. I can do this. Is it possible? Well, the wall was destroyed. Look at that. Okay. There you go. I did it. I should just edit out where I failed. I'm just joking. I'll leave it in. So the levels are pretty interesting. They're not bad. They're all doable, which is actually pretty impressive in itself. So you can actually like complete all the levels. So it's not like any of them are just totally busted beyond repair. Yeah, we have made Angry Birds with a single prompt. I admittedly spent too much time playing this, more than I'd like to admit. So on to the next game. Alright, just to be clear, I don't expect for it to build anything functional or good for this last test, but I really want to try something really difficult so we have a bar going forward for future large language models. So without further ado, let me introduce to you the hardest prompt I will give it in this video in terms of creating a game in a single file and using web languages. I said I want to create a single file GTA inspired game using threes. So I even told it the library, let's make it a little bit easier for it and make it 3D. I want to have an ability to run around, jump in and out of cars that are moving around a downtown city. This should be 3D. So I really want it to be 3D. Try to make it look as good as possible while using only shapes. So it has thought, and it took 24 seconds to think about it. And it says it is an ambitious but fun, challenging project, and it always says that. So here is our code. And let's see what it comes back with, and let's see if it is playable at all. I think Rockstar has been working on this for years, and I can just, single prompt refresh, boom. The map's up there. My bean is just fallen. Let's refresh. Okay, I just refreshed, and look at this. So here we go. We can move around. We can jump. I'm going to give it a pass on the first time round. Those are just warming up. So how do we enter cars? E. Okay, let's try to jump into a car. I can walk through buildings, but I didn't really specify that. All right, I'm in a car. All right, listen, this is pretty cool. I can't move when I'm in the car, though. I have no ability to move. I can exit out of the car. Look at the car, it's spinning. We got breakdancing cars. All right. Maybe it's just glitched out. Let's go steal another car. Let's get the blue one over here. It's just driving back and forth. Yeah, this is one prompt. Here we go. We got this one now. Again, we don't get a lot of options. Let's jump out, and it just keeps driving. That's pretty cool. Not bad. There's no roads. There's room for improvement. Yeah, what did they call this game? Simple 3D GTA-like is what they called it. So, let's jump off the map and call it a day. Whee! I know you're super excited to hear that you can play our beautiful game right on the website as well. And like I said before, I'll have a history going. I'd say overall for coding, it has improved, and it's actually pretty impressive what it was able to do. I'm going to try the GTA one as well with different models. I'll try to fill it in. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like on the video. It tells the algorithm you enjoy AI content and you want to see more of it. If you want to keep up to date with the latest AI content because it's moving so quick, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because it's completely free to do. And let me know in the comments below if you've tried Gemini 2.5 Pro, the IO edition. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Is there a better coding model you like? And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new AI video.